Today we will discuss about the science of Lord Ayyappa. Before we get into the science, in fact, to understand the science of Ayyappa better, we have to understand the mythology between the deity of Ayyappa. Ayyappa is a highly celebrated Vedic deity, but in Vedic terminology, he is called Dharmasasta. Dharmasasta means one who administers the Dharma. Dharma means orderly, virtuous, and righteous life. He is the Lord of that administration. That is why he is considered to be the deity of Lord Shaneshwara also, because Shaneshwara is the Lord of implementing and administering the karmic outcome. That is why, as a remedy for Shaneshwara, it is recommended to worship Lord Ayyappa because Lord Ayyappa is the Dharmasasta. As a Dharmasasta, he is worshipped in all the villages. In many villages, like a formless stone. As a Dharmasasta, he is credited with Purna and Pushkala as his consort. Purna means one who is full. Pushkala means one who is very effective, very talented, and blameless, unblemished. Because his dharma, what he is administering or controlling, is full and unblemished. That is why he is always seen Purna Pushkalamba Sameda Hariharaputra. The first mythology says when the churning of the Milky Ocean was happening for getting Amrita, both the Devas and Asuras were using the Vasuki snake and churning the Milky Ocean. And out of that, one by one, several good things came out, and one bad thing came out, that was the poison, which was consumed by Lord Shiva, and he became Nilakanda. In another episode, we will discuss about that concept. At the end came the nectar, the Amrita. And the divine energy decided this Amrita should go to the righteous people, that is the Devas, and not to the unrighteous people, that are the Asuras or Rakshasas. But as per the agreement, both of them have an entitlement over that. So, the Lord decided, the divine energy decided, we have to do it in such a way that it is not meting out any injustice, but on their own, if the Rakshasas miss out, we can't help it. Therefore, a divine plan was drafted. As per that, Lord Vishnu assumed the form of a beautiful woman called Mohini, and she enticed the Rakshasas. Falling after her beauty, the Rakshasas' attention was diverted. They were after her. In the meantime, the Amrita was distributed, and the Rakshasas could not even notice it or claim it. The only Rakshasa who noticed it was Rahu, and he was cut into two pieces because he did not stand on the line. He jumped the queue. Therefore, he was cut into two parts. The head part was Rahu, and the tail part was Ketu. Now, this Mohini, who enticed that Rakshasas was so beautiful that Lord Shiva fell for her. And out of their union arose one child, and that child is called Harihara Putra. This is one mythology. The second mythology is that there was a king who was ruling the Pandala kingdom, and he did not have children. And once, when he was on hunting, he saw a beautiful just born child abandoned. He took the child to a nearby hermit and spoke to the sage. The sage said, "You bring up this child as your own son. When he is 12 years old, you will know his capabilities and divine nature." His wife also agreed. They did exactly like that. The 12th year came, and the boy was growing very well, and he was accepted and loved by everybody in his kingdom. So the king thought, now we will make him the Yuvaraja, the princess. But there was a minister who had other schemes. He was very schemy and very cunning. He thought that if this child becomes the king, his importance will be lost. Incidentally, this child was named Manikanda because when the child was identified by the king, he had a bell tied around his neck. He was called Manikanda. So if Manikanda becomes the king, over a period of time, the minister will lose his prominence and importance. So he devised a plan, and he told the queen that the second child, the blood child of the queen, who was born after the arrival of Manikanda, should be made the king. But he was physically unwell, handicapped, and incapable of being the king. But like in Ramayana, the Kaigeyi being misguided, this queen was also misguided, and the queen and the minister devised a plan whereby they said the queen is unwell. The queen feigned that she is unwell, and the minister made the Raja Vaidya to tell that if we get tiger milk, she will become all right. So Manikanda said, no problem. When my mother is in dire straits, it is my duty to get tiger milk. The idea of asking for tiger milk was that Manikanda will be killed by the tiger. But after a day, he went into the forest. Manikanda returned riding a tiger and asking the minister, now you can extract the milk. I am here, don't worry. They were all shocked. So the king said, now let us make him the king. Manikanda said that my purpose to come to this world is not this. I am not interested in ruling the kingdom. You can make anybody the king, but I will protect this land, Pandala kingdom. I am here only for that. Therefore, he said that I will be here only, but I will be in the form of a divine energy. So he shot an arrow. The arrow landed in a particular place, which is about, according to the legend, 30 kilometers from where the Pandala kingdom was there. And there he showed his real form as the divine energy. And that is where today the Shabarimala shrine stands. This is a second uh, episode, mythology. The third mythology is that due to a curse and because of bad deeds, two Rakshasas were born in this earth, one on land and one on the water. They are Mahishasura and Mahishi. Mahishi was the water buffalo. Mahishasura was killed by Devi in the Devi Mahatmya, And the Mahishi, the water buffalo, was killed by Maniganda. Now, Ayyappa, Maniganda, Dharmasastha, all are referring to the same divine energy. They are only describing the various aspects of the divine energy. In fact, there is one more name which is very, very important. That is what is going to give out the true energy of this deity. That is Harihara. He is called Harihara Sudan. Hari means Lord Vishnu, Hara means Lord Shiva, Sudan means one who is the child. As a Dharmasastha, we have already discussed, he is the administrator of justice. He is the embodiment of justice. He will not allow any bad things to happen, evils to surface. All evils, it has to be removed. Because people have to live in accordance with law, dharma, rata. That is why he quelled Mahishi, and that is why he was a part and parcel of protecting the dharma in all parts of this universe. Now, I told you the name Harihara gives out the real clue to the scientific meaning of this concept of Lord Ayyappa. Ayyappa, Ayyan plus Appan. Ayyan means Narayana or Vishnu. Appan means Parameshwara or Shiva. So this Ayyan and Appan combination is Ayyappan. Hari and Haran combination is Hariharan. Now, let us look at it seriously. Ayyan means one who is the father, topmost. Appan means that is also the same, father. He is so kind and so guiding and so insisting on dharma like a father. A sensible father will not allow his children to do wrong things. In the name of Ayyappa, he is the Dharmasastha. When you come to Harihara, what it signifies is much more scientific. Hari means one who removes the mental dirt. The various dirts we have discussed in various videos. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Mashariya, plus ego, plus various other things. Okay. All the mental ills, mental dirts, which cause the humans to fall. So Hari means one who removes the mental weaknesses, mental sickness, mental dirts. Hara means Shiva, one who removes all the dirts in the physical body. Hara means Shiva, Shiva means transformer. As a part of the transformation process, he removes all the unwanted things, the physical energy, in the universe as well as in the human body, macrocosm and microcosm. So also Hari, who removes both in the microcosm and macrocosm the negative mental energies. In other words, Hari removes the negative mental energies and instills positive mental energies. Hara removes negative physical energies and enhances the positive physical energies. In fact, that is why, as you would have listened to in the science of Rudra, Rudra or Shiva is responsible for the entire body. That is why Rudram is recited during Sadabhisheka, during Shashtibda Purti, etc. So, the combination of Hari and Hara is that our physical and mental negative energies are removed. That is why when we worship Lord Ayyappa or Harihara, we are enhancing both our physical and mental powers and removing the weaknesses in the physical and mental areas. That is why the niyamas, the rules and procedures for visiting the most famous shrine of Ayyappa in Sabrimala has very tedious rules. A person has to observe 45 days of vrata where his food habits are regulated. He has to be in constant satsanga every day in bhajan and singing the glory of Lord Ayyappa. Therefore, his mind automatically is getting into a meditative mode. And because of the food regulation, his physical body is also brought under some regulatory procedure. And he has to undertake a long yatra, and during that period, his body, mind, and soul, everything is concentrated on just one point, that is Lord Ayyappa. So, this happens to be the best procedure for enhancing our physical, mental, and spiritual energies. It is linked to the concept of Harihara because, as the terminology Harihara indicates by itself, he is the remover of the physical and mental negative energies. So, Lord Ayyappa is a very deep concept, and this deep concept is reflected in every village as a form of Dharma Shastra, who is the village protecting deity. Every village will be having an Ayyanar temple or Ayyanar statue because he is the protector of the village. When we say protector of the village, in those days it is not physical protection, it is protection through implementation of the rule of the law, that is Dharma. That is why he is called Dharma Shastra. He will ensure in every village the Dharma is protected. When Dharma is protected, everybody will be protected. That is why Dharmo Rakshati Rakshidaha. So Dharma has to be protected. That is why he is called Dharma Shastra. So this great divine energy is to be meditated by everybody as much as we can, so that we can draw enormous spiritual energy into us and make our life very happy, prosperous, peaceful, and successful. Om Swamiye Saranamayappa.